Why, hello, it's PNG night tonight. So you seen that instead? It's been a while. Mostly because I got into my own head way too much. And plus, I made myself super, super sick on Wednesday. And Monday, we saw Terrifier 3. Very good movie. Anyways, yes, hi, hello, it's me again. It's my face. It's my cat PNG. It's my Tatsilvom. Tonight at Mew Mart, my dear minions, you can buy some Halloween stuff. I might not celebrate holidays really, but I do love it when Halloween stuff gets dropped. And Christmas stuff, because, like, they make some cool levels and all that. But yes. Is this? Just a quick update. I have decided to drop Subnautica Below Zero. The game's dragging on too much. I got through the first Subnautica so much faster than Below Zero, and I am not having a fun time with Below Zero. But hey, you know, it be like that sometimes. Oh yeah, and part of the reason why I've just been AFK from everything else is I started playing Fallout 76. Last night I saw the Mothman and he ran away from me. I'm so upset by that. I'm so upset that he chose not to be my friend. Like, what the fuck? I could have been his bestie. I could have been his bestie. Oh yeah, and also it took me like a little bit to get on the stream because I was like typing out my thing that I post to Blue Sky and Twitter, which Twitter I'm only using to post when I'm streaming now. I'm everything else on Blue Sky. And I had to send a quick message to B in case B is still asleep, so like B can see it later. But yes, yes. Let's see. We got the Prime Vista Pro. Looks like wood and stone cleaner. Oh, yes, it's from Megan Mogg. Super PowerWash services. You made it. Phew. I'm due to host this year's Halloween party, and my castle's been hit by a muck spell. See, there's a bit of a rift growing in the witch community. While most of us have embraced a new take on Halloween, more color, vibrancy, and celebration, some, like the Sour Sisters, are still more stuck in their ways. Are still a bit more stuck in their ways. They'd rather be morosely moseyed around the woods, picked a few noxious herbs, flung them in the cauldron with some random offcuts, and passed the night away pulling scary faces at each other. Don't know about you, but that's the last thing I need right now. So I just finished decking out the place for festival fun when the Sour Sisters muck spell struck. Shameless sabotage. The only way to deal with negative energy is to blast it with yet more positive energy, and in this particular case, a whole lot of water. So please, spray away so I can get this party started. Yeah, let's start this job. Yes. And the only reason I saw this because I was checking to see, like, in the library banners to see what games had Halloween updates, and I saw that and I'm like, huh? And this is one of their free updates. Oh yeah, didn't we have Halloween skins? Let's check in a shop real fast because I thought I saw that they had yes, Halloween glove, Halloween sprayer. Is it for all of them or just the Prime Vista Pro? That's so cool looking. So let's change. We're gonna put on a Halloween skin. And we're gonna put that on. Okay. So first off, let's see how big this is. Danger, stay out. It's soot. Whole bunch of soot. Graffiti. It's a whole bunch of little things. Oh. That's cute. Pink slime. Okay, we're probably gonna do small things first and tackle this last because it's so large. Large. Gott, im Himmel, ich kann heute nicht Englisch sprechen. Oh, it's purple grass. So yeah, we're gonna tackle the house last. We're gonna do the smaller things first. Is there music? Let's see. Options. Yeah, music's at 100%. Looks like it's just my noises. Let's see. I know the place looks a bit creepy right now, but fret not. Once you get it going, it'll soon brighten up. Also, if anybody's like, oh yeah, don't use the tri-tip sprayer. I love you. I love this. I love this tip. Actually, inside isn't much better. Ah, the sound of water is so soothing. I already had the Sour Sister spell to blame for that. Oh, her house is messy. Perimeter column. I'll give it a quick sweep. I don't want to come inside your house, lady. You know, I am actually disappointed by the fact that, we were promised Halloween stuff for House Flipper 2 and it has not dropped. And apparently it's not dropping until the 28th. And I'm like, really? Really? I know it's on a Monday and I'll be streaming on a Monday and I'll probably be streaming that on a Monday. On the 29th, I'll be streaming because, Phasmophobia Halloween update drops and I'm playing that with B. It's a community unlock where if the community gets it, we get a permanent blood moon as a weather. Hi JP. I hope you're feeling better from earlier and that the food you got is good. Oh, the cleaning is... Oh, it's a cat. That's how the cleaning's going. It's a... Oh my god, is that a gargoyle? That's a cat with bat wings. Is that a cat goyle? Oh, I absolutely love it. I know I have tools set up here, but you know what? It's a lot more fun just to jump up here. Perimeter gargoyle. They should have called it a cat goyle. Or a meow goyle. I know Traveler's Rest had a Halloween update, but I haven't played Traveler's Rest on the channel. Anyways, to get up to the point where you can buy and make decorations regularly, it takes a while. Oh, I hope they deliver it soon, whatever it is. Unless you have to sign for it here, they just leave it in front of my door. Okay, the perimeter columns are clean on this side. Ooh, a mouse pad. Oh no, I got super comfy mouse pad that has a cushion on it. For my wrist. I love it. Got very pretty plants on it, like a house plants thing. Which reminds me, I accidentally killed my houseplant, and I can't tell my baby sister because she gave me a cutting of that plant. But I have gotten to a very bad mental health space, and I forgot it existed. So rip and rest, Jeremy. Jeremy was hanging on anyways because I accidentally left Jeremy outside when it got super cold way too long and bugs got at him. That too. And here I can't really leave him outside because like we're on the ground floor and kids would fucking wreck it. So I have killed a plant. And I'm someone who has managed to kill a succulent. Also in those, I forgot it existed. Ooh. Is it a booby mouse pad? Did you get yourself a booby mouse pad? I'm not gonna lie, those are hella comfortable on the wrist. I don't judge anybody for getting boob mouse pads or the butt mouse pads because those are just, they're so comfortable. No, you're missing out. Those are super comfy. Like, I don't know what they put in them to make them, like, so nice against the wrist. If I were to get a booby mouse pad, it'd be of Leon Kennedy. An artisan mouse pad? They make mouse pads in an artisanal kind of way? So, like, it's a custom mouse pad? Double, double, spoil and cuddles. It's wicked being a witch. Bless this hex. Oh, that's cute. I bet people who would make Leon or Chris mouse pads, like titty mouse pads, would sell so many of them because like Chris also would have like a big chest, especially like RE5 Chris. That man is huge. Like RE5 Chris is like a man you could climb for days. He's that huge. Ooh. When you get it, take pictures. Make people jealous. Post them all over Blue Sky. As I keep calling it On and Off Biscuit. Oh, the string needs to be cleaned too. I just noticed that. Pathway post decoration cleaned. Oh, it's a tombstone. Oh, Halloween sign? That's a tombstone. Unless they're only specifically here for Halloween, which then, man, lady, gotta step it up. Kill more spouses. Oh, speaking of killing spouses, it's really hard to drown people in The Sims 4. I don't know. I've gotten a lot more activity and chatting on Blue Sky than I ever did on Twitter, and also more followers. I did notice that there was a couple people that like, as soon as they followed me, unfollowed me because they were doing the whole follow for follow bullshit, and that's just, you pull that shit on me, I yeet you. And there was somebody on there that had me since my thread days, and just they disappeared, and I'm like, okay. I tried threads. It's not as fun, and I kept forgetting it existed. But ever since taking Twitter off my phone, my mood has been better because I don't see all the bullshit that Twitter had. I think Twitter is starting to depress me. I follow like 600 people, so I have a literally a moots tag where I can see the people that like are moots with me right away, and then I have a whole bunch of people that just seem like really cool people. Twitter is very depressing. I used to go on there for fan art, and then I noticed that a lot of the artists that I was following just disappeared. I found some of them back on Blue Sky, so I'm happy about that. Oh yes, I voted today. I just need to drop my ballot off in the mailbox tomorrow when I go get meds. Still waiting for my doctor to approve of 3 more medications to be refilled. So I can all get that done in one go. Excuse me. I drank way too much water today. Also at the same time, not enough. Oh, and I also forgot to unpack my cough drops for after stream. Nice thing about HSA is that I was able to on HSA get some sugar-free cough drops. We didn't get our ballots until this week. So like, I was waiting on them and waiting and waiting, and then they finally came in and I was like, yes, finally. And then I forgot mine was sitting on a counter until lunchtime, and I was like, yeah, I should fill this out. Oh, the lights are so cute. I'm going to leave the pathing stones for last. Do you know what I'm surprised that I haven't downloaded just for the Halloween event again? Destiny 2. Absolutely fucking love that game, but I have not been inclined to download it again. It's just because, like, I've been, like, playing all of, like, fucking Dragon Age. Spielguard's coming out. Now I'm playing Fallout 76, which, surprisingly, is a very fun game. And last night, while I was going to, I think it's called White Spring. Like some dude just randomly dropped a pirate costume down in front of me because I've been wearing this sheep squatch costume that somebody else gave me. Which, oh my god, that's such an open and happy community. It's so wild. And so right now, I'm running around as a pirate. Oh my god. Oh, I watched a lot of Inuyasha. Never technically finished it. Then I was watching Yashahime, the follow-up in that, or whatever it's called, with friends, and then a friend blow up happened and we stopped watching it, so I never finished that either. Yeah. The thing is, it's a good thing that that friend that caused the blow up among the friends is gone, because it's so much better without them in it. You never realize how shitty some people are until they're out of your lives. Also, I just realized I had not done shoutouts. Let me do that real fast. And we're doing a shout out to somebody who is not in chat. but it is her birthday. And that would be Lynn. Lynn is currently not in the country, so I can't harass Lynn directly. Lynn is having a fun birthday with family in another country, and I'm just like, Lynn. So I sent Lynn a happy birthday yesterday because she's in a completely different time zone. She's on the other side of the world right now. And what I sent was a gif of a burger that had a candle in it. Wow, you are worthy. You're very worthy. Oh, I have a Discord message. Who is... It's probably just my husband. Yes, my cute husband. This pumpkin is amazing. Pumpkin shed. I want a pumpkin shed. Y'all don't realize how much I fucking love pumpkins. Nah, Sel and I will send each other like random fucking messages. Like I sent him a terrifying one the other day. And all he responded with was eyes, the two eyes and the lips in the middle. Just, yeah. Is it? Oh no. Twitch Guru. Did you update Twitch Guru? Am I gonna need a new... Shout out player. Let me fix that real quick. I think I had it set to 30 seconds. Let's... Let's fix that. That happens every once in a while. You know what? Let's shout myself out to see if it works. There we go. No, I am not a clown. Please don't treat me like a clown. I don't appreciate it.
Oh. Oh.
Do it to Az instead. There we go. Now let's...
It's still screaming. It's so...
That's 1 out of 3.
You're 1 out of 3.
I am, thank you. Wait. That's not a very good rating, JP. Hold on a second.
I was
I
like,
don't appreciate that.
You went and you just said yes, and I was like, oh, okay.
Oh god, where is Lynn?
She's right behind me. Let me see if I can.
Yeah, let's push Lynn. Let's push Lynn.
Oh
Oh my god,
no,
when, god. How do I grab? Lynn, clip that.
Come on. Come on.
Oh. Where we spent a few minutes pushing Lynn in Fall Guys. By the way, if there's any new viewers here. Oh yeah, Naito is on a hiatus right now. A lot of things are going on in Naito's life, but Naito does plan on coming back when things have settled down. Which is understandable. Sometimes shit just happens. But Naito is doing well. Naito's actually currently with Lynn. Oh yeah, Naito's adorable. Oh, I was saying, oh yeah, new viewers. Hi, hello. If you're wondering what a Tatzelwurm is, Tatzelwurm is a dragon, but with a cat head. Not a dragon, a wagon. Or as you would say in German, Rache. Oh, I have a hideous laugh. Oh god, I hate my laugh. Depending on which laugh it is, like, oh. Cell and B have gotten me to do my weird I can't breathe laugh, and I hate that one the most. I just kind of go or something, make a weird noise right before I just chuckle. Though I did have a pretty loud laugh at Terrifier 3. I'm not gonna lie, that movie had good comedy bits. Oh, I read this pumpkin spice handle. I'm like, what? Pumpkin spice handle? Everybody has good laughs except me. I hate my laugh. I think the loudest I've ever laughed on stream though is during the dad dating game, which I never did finish. That's also it wasn't able to finish it on stream. I like your laugh, JP. GTFO, say positive things. Your laugh is your own, okay? People really seem to like your voice. I mean, like, it's a very soothing voice. And then there's mine that's been going through changes since the beginning of the year. I'm so glad my voice is so much deeper now. Like, oh my god, when I hear myself at the beginning of the year versus now, I'm like, how did I ever think that people like me sounding like a motherfucking squirrel for 3.5 years? It makes me want to get rid of all my previous clips, all my former TikToks and all that, but like, at the same time, hey, I still can't say yippee in a high-pitched voice like I used to. I miss that. I tried that the other day, like, because somebody, or my baby sister said yippee, because, like, every once in a while, I'll just, or, like, I was watching her play Beat Saber, and she went, yippee, and I tried to imitate her, and, oh my god, did that hurt my voice. I like the journey I've been on. I like my deeper voice. I don't mind not being able to do high-pitched, cutesy noises anymore. Do I sometimes miss being able to sound like a high-pitched Pokemon cry from, like, the video games? Yes. Do I regret going on T? No. Am I mad I still can't very well grow a beard or a mustache? Yes. I have like a very, very light blonde mustache that's growing, and I'm like, please keep growing. What do I have to do to encourage you to grow more? And I'll say I don't know. But then again, like, it's taken a while to start even growing a tiny wisp of a mustache because one of my hormones that was supposed to, like, that helps grow that wasn't working in my body. and my body's finally like, hey, yeah, no, I'm gonna finally work correctly, and so yeah. That makes me so fucking happy. Okay, I'm gonna clean it up, then I'm gonna clean up the steps, and I'm gonna start on the house, which, oof, do I want to go from top down, down up? We will see. But yes, streaming for the next, like, few streams, which I just also realized I have not updated my YouTube in a week. Oops. I should probably upload some VODs this weekend. Streaming for the week. Whatever has Halloween updates. I know that House Flipper 2 is getting a Halloween update on Monday, so we are playing House Flipper 2 on Monday. Phasmophobia is getting its Halloween event on Tuesday, so we are. I dragged B into that because the usual gang I play with is unavailable. Cell's computer's so broken, so like he can just watch us and cry that he can't join. But B and I are pretty competent by ourselves. I will not be playing Veilguard on stream. Veilguard, just like the other Dragon Age games, is going to be for me to play by myself, all alone, happily. Yeah. Let's see. House Flipper 2, Phasmophobia. Halloween is on a Thursday, so I won't be streaming that day. That's also when Veilguard comes out. So none of y'all will be able to see me. Y'all can pretend I still exist, but I won't, because after finishing Inquisition and doing the Trespassers DLC and also the other DLCs, I'm just, I want to know what happens. I want to know what happens. I want to know. I'm so here for it. I might just have to hold off on it for a week. I'll see. It depends on how much my medications cost. I mean, I have HSA, but like I haven't gotten a prescription on a couple of these in a long while, and I don't know if that's going to affect their pricing. So yeah. That and might have to get groceries. So I might have to pick groceries over game, but still Veilguard. The cool thing is that my phone bill has gone down because my phone is almost completely paid off, so there's that. I forgot what I want to say. Anyways, yes. If you haven't voted yet, go vote. I have a Puerto Rican coworker who is voting, but apparently people in Puerto Rico and apparently in American Samoa and Guam can't vote for president. Only the 50 states can. And for some reason, Washington, D.C., even though Washington, D.C. is not a state. It's a district. So, yeah, if you have the ability to vote, go vote. I think it might be too late to ask for mail-in ballot if you're disabled. It may be a little too late to register to vote. You'd have to check if you haven't yet. But as my dad likes to say, if you don't vote, you can't bitch about your government. Because you haven't tried to, like, make it better. Or in Boomer's case, make it worse. I'm not telling my parents I voted. They don't need to know who I voted for. Especially since apparently we have to vote for a new state governor. I had no idea our state governor was done with his terms, so hopefully we get a decent one. Oh yeah, so apparently it's not called a governor's race, it's called a gubernatorial race when it's for governors. That's such a weird word, gubernatorial. Like we're voting for goobers. Governors, not governors. Politics aside, I'm actually going to be baking Christmas cookies. And I'm excited for that. "53 minutes ago. Countdown, countdown. It's the final countdown. Oh yes, I'm actually going to be baking Christmas cookies. Hubby has 2 months to decide what he wants me to bake for him. Part of me also wants to ask my mom for an old recipe from a cooking book she has for Zimtsterne. And Zimtsterne literally translates to cinnamon stars. They're a German cookie. They're delicious. I have not had them since childhood because, well, homemade ones. I've had packaged made ones. But like, my mama used to bake so much and she'd use her Dr. Oetker or her Tupperware cookbooks to make German cookies. Yeah, I have not baked in a long while. I haven't had the physical capability to really bake, but I'm trying to bake more, or I'm trying to like be more active in the kitchen when my brain lets me. And yeah, I want to bake cookies. I baked cornbread the other day and found a cornbread I actually like. I know to some of you, you're just gonna be like, "Oh, it's blasphemous. That's not cornbread." But there's a gluten-free Jiffy honey cornbread mix, and I did that, and I actually like that one. The texture on gluten-free is way better than the traditional cornbread. Which, oh god, even the fine textured cornbread of traditional I can't stand. So when it comes to cornbread, I'll stick to gluten-free cornbread. It's supposed to be gluten-free anyways, because like I am sensitive to wheat products. But you know what? Gluten-free is expensive. Would it make me feel better? Yes. Would it help a lot with my inflammation and shit? Yes. But is it expensive? Yes. I have gone like 100% gluten-free before, and my body was so happy with that. But like I said, it's expensive to be completely gluten-free. And plus, I have not found a gluten-free sourdough bread I like. I am a sucker for a good sourdough. It does end up meaning that I eat bread I shouldn't, which has barley and rye in it, and yes, which bitch is allergic to barley and rye but still eats it because a majority of German breads are made with barley and rye. Yeah, I had over easy eggs on sourdough earlier today and yesterday and probably tomorrow. I fucking love eggs. I love eggs so much. My mama used to buy 60 count of eggs, and I'd eat eggs every single day. And that 60 count would last like between myself and one of my sisters 2 weeks. And that's including like using eggs for like recipes outside of just eating eggs. I fucking love eggs so much. I finally got into liking omelets. And so every once in a while I make omelets. Or when I have the inclination to, I make what's called omurice, which are omelets, a special way of making an omelet that you put on top of rice. I've decided to go from top down. Oh, even the stuffs are like... Oh no, that arrow is yellow. Okay. Front turret weather vane. I was talking about eggs. I love eggs. I didn't like eggs Benedict before, but then I went to a place where they actually had really good eggs Benedict, and now I see why my best friend, or one of my best friends, is like completely fucking obsessed with eggs Benny, as she calls it. And the thing is, the eggs Benedict didn't have the hollandaise sauce on it, so I realized I don't like hollandaise sauce. Give me an eggs Benny without hollandaise sauce, and I will fucking devour that. And there was this place in Seattle that made this eggs. It's like a little egg patty that they would put on like an everything bagel. That was just fucking amazing. I also love egg puddings. Hey, Kuko. You came in here just I'm talking about eggs and how much I love eggs. Which, by the way, Kuko, I have moved over Blue Sky if you have not seen me much on Twitter. I don't remember if you have a Blue Sky or not. A biscuit. Because, like, people will, like, shorten it to BSK, and as somebody pointed out, that just makes it sound like a biscuit. Suspended turret. Is that what they're called? Not towers, they're called turrets? Okay. Well, you should make one. It's a lot better engagement over there. For the moment. But yeah, I realized that Twitter was depressing the ever-loving fuck out of me. I would have never talked about playing Fallout 76 on Twitter, that's for sure. Which, I've been playing that. It's a very chill game. Coco, at this point, do you just want to become a mod? You keep trying to do shoutouts. Well, you did the shoutouts, just not the video. The video part is locked to mods. Oh god, oh my god, oh. All this overtime at work is catching up to me. Oh yeah, Blue Sky has a lot of good moderation settings. I love it. And somebody even created a pronoun labeler, and I love that too. Because when it comes to pronouns, I'm horrible at those. Unfortunately, we do already have scammers over there. Do be aware of that. Like on my private account, there's
And
already
remember,
scammers.
hydrate or die.
Yes. Yes, I should hydrate. I've lowered my ad rates from 3 minutes to 30 seconds finally. So I figured, having 3 minutes ads didn't get me any more subs than having 30 seconds ads. So like, what's the point? Twitch ain't making me any money. So like, whatever. I've been an affiliate for almost 3 years, 3.5 years. And the amount of payouts I've gotten from Twitch just don't make it worth it keeping 3 minutes of ads. But I do hope in 2025 I can get another hype train. Just to see it again. Because that was fun. Wow. I still find it funny that the one time the hype train happened, it was during my you pay and I eat a Pokemon time, and I had to let go of 30 Pokemon, like 30 fucking Pokemon, and it made fighting the Elite Four so much harder. I really got fucked on at that point, but it was worth it. Which, once Halloween season is over, and I stop playing all the Halloween updates on everything, oh shit, oh no! I will get back to Dragon's Dogma. As I said at the beginning of stream, I'm giving up on Subnautica Below Zero. It is so much slower than the first Subnautica. I am not enjoying myself. I don't know how to make the game end, and I feel like there's gonna be so much more to make the game end. Just I'm not having a good time, so I'm not gonna force myself to keep playing game I can't have a good time in. So we're gonna go back to Dragon's Dogma once the Halloween season is over, once spooky season is over. And in Dragon's Dogma, we're just gonna be doing main story stuff. The only side quests I will be doing is to ensure I get the wife I want at the end of the game. So yeah. Hello. I am doing as well as I can after working a really long work shift. And cleaning. Yes, this is fun. Oh my god. Oh. As requested. Like last time, I can't do high pitch stuff anymore, so just like it's just ooh. I managed to make it go deeper the other night, but right now my throat is like, no, if you go deeper, I'm gonna make you stop working. Yes. Ooh. I can't sound cutesy when doing that ooh anymore. So I'm not even gonna, I'm gonna do it as deep as I can each time. Oh no, oh no, no. Oh, that, when that comes up, it's like the nya one. I do it. But ooh to you too. Yes. No, don't ever feel bad about that. There's people that just like really like hearing me say that. So I'm like, you know what? I may as well make it a redeem. The only one I will never make into a redeem is the Ara Ara, which I told B that if she wants that, she has to request that. And because like I did that the other day, and when I used to have a much higher pitched voice at the beginning of the year, I could not say ara ara. It sounded weird. And now it actually sounds correct, and I'm like, okay. Which, oh, when I stream with B next week, I should get her to do her ara ara, because she can make it like sound like she makes it sound so good. Like when you hear her do it, you're just like, oh my god, that's like the One-chan characters in animes. That's what she sounds like when she does it. I still don't understand why these tiny towers are called turrets and not towers. Like, my baby sister's into architecture. I can ask her later. Yes. Be like, B, the people want it. She'd be like, why? And it's like, just cause. It's like, Phasmo is having their Halloween event starting way later than I'm used to. They're having it start next Tuesday, and I'm used to like having a lot of Halloween event stuff like drop 1 to 2 weeks before Halloween. But a lot of the Halloween stuff that like I'm used to, like House Flipper, they're not dropping until next week. Which, yes, on Monday I will subject everybody to House Flipper 2 Halloween update, because like, why the fuck not? I recently restarted one of my files in House Flipper 2 because I'm like, you know what? I have 2 other files that I've completely played. Why not erase my 3rd file that I had completely played and restart it again instead of making a brand new file? But you know, it is what it is. I do what I want. I've restarted my main House Flipper games so many times too that according to Steam, I'm at 403 hours of the original House Flipper. Well, technically, no, it's 410 hours of House Flipper, 403 hours of Stardew Valley. And then, surprisingly enough, the game that's right after that is my Apex game. I didn't realize I had played that much Apex when I still played Apex. Like, I thought I had played like maybe 100 to 200 hours at most. No, I had played over 300 hours of Apex. That's a lot of Apex. And then Apex got weird. And then I left. Apex to me is kind of like how DVD is to me. It's not a game that I think I'll ever play again. Sadly. I had enjoyed it so much. And then just one day my brain was like, nah, fuck it, this ain't worth it. And I'm like, okay. It was no longer giving me the dopamines. Yeah, I like, they have so many killers and stuff in DVD where I'm just like, oh man, I would love to try that out. But it got bad. Like, I was getting more hate than anything when I would stream it. People were starting to be like so entitled. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I stopped playing Apex around a time when they stopped having a lot of people actually go into lobbies, and it was mostly just bots. I don't want to fight against bots. I want a PvP, not a PvE. If I want PvE, I'll just download Destiny 2 again. Which that is something that I missed playing this summer, was the summer games for Destiny 2. I did play the Halloween event though for Final Fantasy 14 at least, because like they had a really cute outfit with demon horns. I should play it on my alt. Another game that I just can't get myself to go back into, even though I only played it a few times, is Fortnite. I just cannot get myself to enjoy Fortnite. One of these days I will try out Roblox just to play Dress to Impress, because that shit just looks like fun. I've watched a few YouTubers I enjoy watching play Dress to Impress, and just they seem to be having a fun time over there. I do love dress up games. Right now, my current addiction is Fallout 76. Which, I'm getting to the part where I might have to start joining random groups just to get through some areas. But we'll see how long I can go without joining groups, because like I'm despite the fact that I joined an MMORPG, I try and play as much of the content solo as I can. I play Final Fantasy XIV the same way too. I play as much solo as I can. And the fact that in the duties, they now have it where you can use NPC characters and duties. I fucking loved that. The moment they implemented that, I was overjoyed. Because, like, there's so many players that don't know how to play their characters. And it makes dungeons such a fucking slog. A level 90, you should not be using Cure 1. By the way, I don't even know if I can join groups of friends that do have Fallout 76 because I'm playing it on the PS5. I wouldn't even know how to join friends from there. And usually I have my mic muted as well, so like, so much for chatting. Plus, like, I feel like if I join a group, they would rush me through the areas, and I want to take my time and actually read, like, computer terminals and stuff like that, and, like, understand the lore. Because I'm such a fucking huge Fallout fan. I love learning everything I can about Fallout. Like, when I restarted my Fallout 4 game, I decided to just do a Minuteman run that joins the institution. And that's actually been a pretty interesting run. Like, usually I either do like Minuteman, join with the Railroad, or like with the Brotherhood of Steel, but this time I decided to join the institution, and man, it's great. I have almost all the companion quests except Curie's done. I even managed to find McCready, and when I realized it was the McCready from Fallout 3, I about died from happiness because I absolutely loved the little lamplight. Little lamplight, was that the time? Yeah, something like that. Oh yeah, it was. And finding out that he's a dad, and he has a kid and all that, it's like, damn. McCready did well for himself. Little Mayor McCready. But he seems to hate it when I'm a good guy. Like when I do all nice things for people, he's like, ugh. Just like Kate. Kate also really seems to hate it when I do nice things for people. It's like, Kate, shut the fuck up. If I want to tell somebody, hey, I'm going to save your family, I'm going to save their family. So I didn't realize that Covenant, that if I forgot about Covenant until I joined the Institute, and I forgot that, like, if you side with the Institute, in this case I'd already wiped out the Railroad, but no matter what I did, they would be aggressive towards me. Well, I had to wipe out all of Covenant. But hey, settlement for me. Yay! I did have to dismiss my person I was running around with, though. I was running around with Hancock. And, Hancock tried to murder me, too. So I had to, like, reset my game. Or load a previous save, because I was like, no, I don't want to have to kill you, Hancock. Also, oh no, I left Piper in Sanctuary Hills. I was like, the last person I had was Piper. But I told her to stay in Sanctuary Hills, because, like, sometimes if you send a a companion from Sanctuary Hills to wherever else they lived, there's a chance that they can die along the way. And also, if you accidentally send somebody to Far Harbor, there's a chance that the game glitches and you lose your companion in the ocean. So, like, you could lose companions that way, so be careful. There you go. Like, I thought I had lost Nick because I accidentally sent Nick to Old Longfellow's cabin from Diamond City. So I picked up Piper again. And no Nick made it to Old Longfellow's, but apparently he's the one who #1 tends to get lost along the way. Who else? What else? Oh yeah, if you choose not to send him to a settlement, I was like, where the fuck did he go? I've been playing Fallout 4 since the day it came out, but I didn't realize that if you send a companion, if you don't send a companion to the settlement, they go back to their original spot. So like Nick went back to the agency, McCready goes back to Good Neighbor, all that. All that time I didn't know that. I just thought I lost him. And then like suddenly I just randomly sees him somewhere and I'd be like, oh shit, there you are. Like I ran into Nick trying to go back to going back to Diamond City after I let him go once, and he was like in the middle of a fight with a whole bunch of super mutants. I'm like, oh, I should save him. There was even a game where I was so paranoid about losing my followers that I put them all in power suits, which you can't put Strong or Curie in a power suit, but everyone else had their own power suit. Oh god. Okay, no, that's a companion. I have not played their storyline. If I want to play with Strong is a super mutant that can join you. He hates power suits. And so, like, I can't wear a power suit around him, and I love being in a powerful power suit. And then Kuko, how dare you? Meow. Wait. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. If you want a power suit, go for it. Just make sure you have enough fusion cores to run it. Which, by the way, in Fallout 76 you can get a power suit, but I have not felt the inclination to wear it yet because I have to find all the fucking pieces for it. Yeah, keeping up on having fusion cores for that. I have like 136 fusion cores in my Fallout 4 game, and I'm like half tempted to make some recipes that call for fusion cores, like bombs and stuff like that, just to get rid of the amount of fusion cores I have. Also, I said I was going to go top to bottom, and then I decided to just clean this entire fucking tower. Brain. Priorities. Apparently I don't have any. I told myself I was going to do this, and then like halfway through cleaning this fucking house, my brain's like, nope, we're going to do it this way. Okay. I guess as long as everything gets clean. That's what's like having I have ADHD. Like I can only blame it on that. Just because I remembered. Okay. Need to get back on the roof. Need to get back on the roof. There we go. Oh man, I can't wait for the house for a DLC. I just want to play the Halloween event already. The house tends to have like such fun houses for Halloween. Like, House Flipper 2 has not had a Halloween house, but the main House Flipper game has had several. Like one year, they gave us a Michael Myers house. Another year, they gave us a haunted apartment, which actually did make me jump because I did not expect the noise. One of them, still my most viewed VOD on my YouTube channel, is the Dracula's mansion that they gave us, like a vampire mansion. That one was fun. That was like a huge one. Oh no, oh no. Don't get me stuck. No, I don't want to be stuck. That was a huge update, but like it was so much fun doing that house. So much fun. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering what House for 2 will do. What part of the tire still needs to be cleaned? Oh. Well, fuck. I thought I could do that better. Son of a biscuit waffle. Should have turned it around. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, didn't. By the way, when I got myself groceries the other day, I bought myself like little Entman donuts. I haven't had donuts in a while, and that made my stomach so happy. So yeah, if you want fun, if you do feel like subbing or like donating in any way, it goes to medical bills or in some cases, mini donuts. Both are incredibly important in my life because I fucking love donuts. Which, by the way, what kind of donuts do you guys like? Like, my absolute fucking favorite donuts are maple. I love maple donuts so much. Like, I was like open in that regard. Wow, oh no, my PNG's too small for the head pads. No. There we go. Thank you for the head pads. Cool. Oh yeah, I love maple donuts. They're so good. And I had this maple donut that had like hazelnut crumble on it. See, I'm not a fan of jelly filled because like I'm not a fan of fruit. I did have one though. I actually I do like jelly or like lemon jelly filled because I like lemon. I like lemon filling a lot. So I'll take the lemon filled donuts. But like, give me anything maple. Maple bars, maple cronuts. I think my second favorite ones are probably what they call Bismarcks, which are the ones with chocolate on, and they tend to have like a custard inside of it or vanilla pudding. Like the ones I'm used to are custard, so it's almost like a Boston cream pie. Almost, I like those a lot. JP, the donuts you like, you would probably also like what are called Berliner. It's like a German fried donut, and it tends to have jelly inside of it. Those are good. Because over in Germany they don't use a jelly, they use a more like a marmalade, and that's I like marmalades a lot better than jellies. And yes, there's a difference between marmalades and jellies. Marmalades tend to have seeds left in them, so it's like actual fruit instead of just like a fruit juice like most jellies are. Or as we call it in Deutschland, Marmelade. Ich mag meine Marmelade. Or, oh god, I don't know what this type of jelly. Like, I don't know if it's a jelly. It's not a marmalade. Oh god. The tits system. I finally need to upgrade that. They finally sent us an email saying that tits can be upgraded. Yay! I'll do that after stream. I have it turned off for this stream because I'm not using my 2D model. Okay. Pflaume. Jam. Mousse. Okay, the word mousse is jam. So Pflaumenmus is plum jam. Yeah, I like some jams. I'm just very picky because don't like most fruits. My hubby recently got a cherry pomegranate preserves, and since I like cherries and pomegranates, I've been eating that. And what I like about that is like preserves have chunks in them, and I guess to my brain that's better. But I'm like super picky about that. I like the cherry and pomegranates only because I like cherry and pomegranates. I like them separately and together. My least favorite jelly, jam, marmalade of all time is strawberry. I fucking hate strawberries. Oh my god, strawberries are the worst. But I like those strawberry candies that old people give out. I don't know what it is about those. I like those. That's about it. I'm not a strawberry fan. I used to fucking love strawberry milk, but no. So like, there's a strawberry donut. Like, there's a donut place by my mom's house that like has gigantic donuts. Like, I mean, gigantic donuts. And at one point they had a strawberry donut. I don't think it sold very well because it went away pretty fast. Strawberries are bitter to me. That's why I don't like them. I had that gene where it makes strawberries bitter to me. I don't think the strawberry donut sold very well because I don't think it stuck around very long. But oh god, they're maple donuts. Oh, I miss the house of donuts. I miss hot donuts. Well, it's called the original House of Donuts. And the donuts are just fucking gigantic. Wow, you're not bitter. I know people say that strawberries are sweet, but to me, strawberries taste bitter. Even with sugar on them, they're bitter. But like, you're a sweet person, JP. You could be like the strawberry candies. I like the strawberry candies. My Oma used to keep those in a drawer, and my mom loves getting those as a Christmas gift. Just like the Erdbeer bonbon. Which, by the way, our pretty much our word for candy over in Germany is either Süßigkeit, or bonbon. There is no like simple word like candy. Which I think candy comes from originally from like canned sweets. Let me see if I was right about that. Candy etymology. I can type. Oh, it's originally from Arabic, and the French made it into sucre candy, and then Middle English made it sugar candies or just candies. So that's cool. It really literally comes from candied sugar, and the French made it into crystallized sugar, and then just became sugar candy. That's cool. So that's an old ass word. Oh god. Before we go back to seeing what everybody likes donut was, we went to see Terrifier 3 on Monday, which, oh, if you like the Terrifier series, Terrifier 3 is so fucking good. Hubby got me a bunch of crunch. Like, I had a whole bunch of rewards, so like we got like free drinks and like very cheap popcorn and stuff. So like we decided, you know what, let's get some candy. I got a bunch of crunch, and like I had over half the box left by the time we left the theater because like we were mostly eating the popcorn. Well, my husband likes to stick his keys into my bag, because I tend to carry a bag with me everywhere because I have to carry medications with me. And I guess while getting his keys out, I must have accidentally jostled the box of the Buncha Crunch because I take the box out because I was going to eat the rest while playing Fallout 76. They were all on the bottom of my bag. And I'm not somebody who can eat things like that, like if they've fallen out, because like I ride the bus. I don't trust what other people have touched, especially now. I get sick at the drop of a hat. So I was not going to trust eating the chocolate out of the bottom of my fucking bag, because who knows what kind of germs. Ooh, my headset just went bing. Low battery, very softly. So let me switch headsets real fast. Ooh, and liking just about any donuts. Chocolate to the extreme. Oh, whoop. Okay, you're off. Now I can charge you. I don't have to turn my mic off to switch headsets. I just, oh god, I hope these are charged. Okay. God, I had to cave and get myself a new headset because the headset I had, the headset was popping and crackling and I couldn't handle that anymore. So I had to cave and get myself new ones. But I do still have cat-eared ones on my throne. Those are ones I really, really want because they're just like so fucking cute and they're actual gamer headsets. I guess, let's see. When it comes to chocolatey, I got myself some Sonys, like Sony WH. They were like $40, but the quality on them is actually pretty good. And they don't scream in my ear when I turn them on, going, power on. No, it's very soft. And then it tells me what the percentage of my battery is, and they last for over 50 hours. I have not had to charge these things. Like, I charged it the first day I got it, but I have not had to charge them since, and I got them a week ago. So the charge on it is really great, and I was using them for my 8-hour shifts at work, plus then some. But yeah, going back to Kuko, do you like spicy chocolate? Do you like spicy things? Because if you do, there is an amazing donut in Seattle that I have not had in a while. It is a vegan donut, but it is a Mexican hot chocolate donut, and oh, they put chili powder and red pepper into it. Oh, it's an amazing fucking donut. Oh, it's like it's a cake donut, which I prefer cake donuts or fried donuts. Yeah, it's a dark chocolate cake donut with a the milk chocolate that has the red pepper in it. The actual main donut has like chili powder in it. And then they also put dark chocolate curls on top of that, and it is so fucking good. No, it's called an Aztec chocolate donut. Not the Mexican hot chocolate donut is a completely different place, but the vegan one is an Aztec chocolate donut. It's so fucking good. I just realized that I can put links into my chat, so if you want to see what headset I got. Amazon. Oh, ba, 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 ba. But yeah, that's the headset I got. But yeah, oh, now I'm thinking about the The chocolate donut. Oh, I want that one again. But like, we'd literally have to go to Seattle because where I'm living right now, the donut place doesn't exist. Makes me sad because it's a very good fucking donut place. I do like vegan donuts too. The place we went to for vegan donuts had some really good fucking donuts. If you want regular donuts, baked or fried, Top Pots is good. They're the ones that had at one point the maple donut that had the hazelnut on it. So fucking good. If you care about it at all, the Top Pot donuts, they're one of the Top Pot locations. Former President Barack Obama actually went to it and absolutely fucking loved it. So it's presidentially endorsed. Like a president like those donuts. I miss Top Pot donuts. I think next time I'm in Seattle, I might see if I can swing by there. Cause I fucking love donuts. If you want less like heavy donuts and you have it in your area and you don't mind a little bit of a chew on it, I recommend finding mochi donuts or mochi nuts. Those are also really good. My favorite flavor of mochi nuts are ube, and ube is like a purple sweet potato. Fucking delicious. I know that there was like a place that had like a death by chocolate donut that was just like chocolate, 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 and more chocolate. I just want chocolate donuts. I think tomorrow when I go pick up my medications, I will probably pick up a package of tiny donuts. Probably either Hostess or Little Debbie, depending on which one's cheaper. Man, I could talk about donuts for hours. I love baked goods. And I have had cronuts. I have had those. Those are good too. Probably the only other thing other than donuts I could talk about even more is coffee. Fucking love coffee. There's a coffee company called Bones that has flavored coffees that are pretty inexpensive. And this morning we had the sweet tater coffee, which is a sweet potato coffee. And currently I have a sugar-free pumpkin spice creamer that actually went really well with it. Yes, I shouldn't be eating donuts if I'm predominantly sugar-free, but you know, there's no such thing as a sugar-free donut. At least none that I've ever seen. And I'm not like 100% sugar-free because I'm not diabetic. I just have a deficiency and a resistance. Like, yeah, I've never seen a sugar-free donut. And I don't know if I would trust any sugar-free donut recipes either. Because, like, the last time I baked with Splenda, it ended up awful. Maybe if I were to bake something that's sugar-free, I would use the allulose sugar I have, which allulose sugar tastes better than Splenda anyways. And you don't need as much. Oh, and if you haven't tried them yet, find the Coca-Cola Oreos. The Coca-Cola Oreos are fucking amazing. I still need to get myself the Oreo Coke, but like I can't find the 20-ounce bottles of it. All I can find is like the mini cans, and mini cans are so expensive. Like, why are the mini cans so expensive? Like a fucking pack of mini cans, a 6-pack of mini cans is the same price as a fucking pack of bottles, which is like $7.99 here. Why would I spend $7.99 on 6 little cans of Oreo flavored Coke? When if I could find a 20-ounce bottle, I can like spend $1.87 on that. I'd rather do that. Like, I like the Coke flavored Oreos. Who says I wouldn't like the Oreo flavored Coke? I just have to get my hands on the Oreo flavored Coke. I might just have to say fuck it and get myself the 6 tiny cans. Kind of like with the League of Legends Coke. I want the League of Legends Coke, but they only had the mini 12-pack of those. And I still literally have one of the cans in my fridge. And the League of Legends Coke came out in January. I still have one of those cans. It's just been sitting in my fridge because I kind of don't want to drink it because like the whole appeal of it. But I might because I really like the flavor of the League of Legends Coke, which I'm so sad it's gone. It was so good. I think by now it's gonna be like kind of a flat flavor because Coke, despite what you think, does start going flat in a can. Man, if I was insane enough, I would like collect cans of the different flavored Cokes and just never drink them, but that would take up way too much space in my apartment, and I'd rather not. I just, the only sodas so far I have collected and not drunk of is the Nuka-Cola Special Jones Soda, which I still have that, have not touched it, even though only the cotton candy flavor, but it says Nuka-Cola Quantum on the front of it, so I'm never touching that. That's a collector's item. They only let us have 2 bottles per customer when that came out. And that was per party. Like, literally, if you came in with somebody and they knew you came in with somebody, the other person could not buy them, which was fine. My hubby and I just split the bottle between us. Our second bottle between us. And this was when Fallout 4 came out. And yeah, so that's an old ass soda. And now my League of Legends Coke. It's just chilling in my fridge. The reason I have it in my fridge is because if you leave cans sitting out too long, like with like how the weather is here, how cold it can get, if you guys have never stuck a can inside a freezer before, what happens is that the gases inside will act up in a can, and that can will explode in your fridge or your freezer. So like I don't trust keeping the can out because it can get very fucking cold where we are in the winter, and I don't want to like wake up and have League of Legends Coke all over my fucking apartment that I then have to clean up. No thanks. I'll just keep it in the fridge. I don't need a slightly banana flavored Coke all over my fucking kitchen walls and shit. That just sounds like the worst. Which I need to remember where I put my Nuka-Cola. I think my Nuka-Cola bottle's in the kitchen. Yeah, just don't freeze cans of Coke. We learned that the hard way. We had a pack, or I once put a Pepsi can into the freezer, forgot about it, and we woke up next day, and all of a sudden all we hear is a very soft thump. I'm like, what the fuck was that? Kept trying to figure out where the noise was. We knew it came from the general direction of the fridge. We thought like something fell. No, we had heard the can of Pepsi explode. My mom, she didn't make me clean it, but she like had to actually scrape Pepsi covered ice out of the freezer. And then another time, somebody forgot a like a 12-pack of Pepsi cans inside their vehicle, and it froze that night, and they had Pepsi all over the trunk of their car. So yeah, make sure you don't freeze your cans. This applies to anything that's carbonated. So like beers are slightly carbonated. I'm pretty sure those fuckers could explode. Soda, sugar-free or regular sugared. Probably things like seltzer waters too. Yeah, if you're gonna leave drinks out in the cold, make sure it's like bottles, like plastic bottles, where all it can do is really just turn into slush, or glass bottles. No cans, because aluminum can contract and expand, and that's what causes it to explode. And if you don't want to clean up a mess in the back of your car or in your freezer, bottles, 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 just bottles, no cans. But I guess it would be funny if you break up with somebody and like if it's a bad breakup, just stick a fucking can of soda into their freezer as you leave and make them clean it up when the can inevitably explodes. And that can be like your revenge against an ex. Just a fucking exploding can of soda in their freezer. You didn't hear me say that though. Nope, nope, you didn't hear me say nothing. This house cleanup is going well. Window frame? Oh. Wie bitte? Danke. Manchmal denke ich, dass ich so verrückt sei. Oh, ist nicht sauber, ist nicht sauber. Ist sauber. Anyways. This is why we love extensions. You can hit them bitches way up there. Now my brain's thinking TikToks. I will never do a react to TikToks thing on stream because, like, majority of TikToks I watch, y'all would just be like, Silas, are you okay? And I would have to do the whole no, as usual. Because I'm not okay. I haven't been okay since. Yeah. I can't think of a time I've ever been okay. Except my wedding day. No, not my wedding day. I had a panic attack on my wedding day. There's too many people at my house. Apothecary counter. There we go. Before we hit the greenhouse. Like, I got married at my parents' house, and I hid out in their laundry room. Apothecary. Is that it? Oh, apothecary hat symbol. I thought they said cat symbol, so I was looking for a cat. Oh. Okay. See what else is at 99%? House dormer. House dormer roof? What the fuck is a dormer roof? What is a dormer? God, there's so many architectural terms that I should probably write down to ask my sister about and be like, hey, can you tell me what the fuck this is? And she'll be like, oh, it's this. And I'll be like, oh, okay. And she'd be like, why'd you ask? And he's like, because I've been playing house flipper. Which shipping company? Like, is it DHL? Because DHL ain't never fucking on time. I have another one of these dormer roofs to clean. Wait. Window frames. I did not read that correctly. No? Well, now you can go take a shower, JP. Wash your weariness and annoyance away. I know what eaves are. I know what eaves are. DHL doesn't deliver to you guys during a weekend? Weird. Like, I know y'all don't get, uh, mail on a Sunday. House entrance door handles. Why these bitches were clean? House window frames. Go. Perimeter fences? Oh, I thought I had y'all cleaned. There you go. Pumpkin shed chimney. Oh, another thing I thought I had cleaned. Rear tower walls. Fucking happens that way sometimes, JP. All you can do is like get on a shooting game and pretend it's a DHL delivery person that you're going after, not whoever you're actually shooting at. That gets me through that when I'm upsetty. Or, you know, if I'm really pissed off, I'll just make that character somebody I kill off in things I write. Anyways. Rear turret window frames. This is the rear turret, right? Yes. That's not what I want to do. Gott im Himmel. Oh yeah, I actually got Starbucks the other day. Because sometimes you just gotta. And I tried their new coffee flavor. Not the apple. The pecan. Yes. The pecan one. The pecan one's really good. My hubby had the apple. I can't have apples. I'm allergic to apples. Yeah, he had I had the pecan one, the pecan oat milk one, and that was so fucking good. I also tried their lavender matcha when that was out, and then their lavender latte. Those ones were good too. I don't regularly go to Starbucks. Sometimes their specialties are just like, oh well, what's this? And you just gotta fucking try it. And then it's like, oh my god, it's so fucking delicious. Which I kind of wish the lavender had stuck around. Which Lynn was supposed to send me lavender syrup, but I guess they ran out. But I think I can buy most of the syrups online. I would love to add to my sugar-free syrup collection. I have a elderflower lemon syrup that's actually really good. I just put it in my water. And then I have sugar-free, this is gonna sound funny, sugar-free sweet tea drops. Probably thinking, how the fuck can it be like sweet tea? It's sugar-free. I didn't create the flavor, I just bought it because I like tea. And I didn't want to keep brewing tea just to put it in my water. Couple things like a couple squirts of that in my water, and I have cold tea. And I didn't have to brew it, which I don't mind brewing tea, but like sometimes when you just want cold tea, you don't want to brew it, so you just put like a syrup in your water, and that's it. When it comes to teas right now, I'm very picky about tea. I don't like herbal teas. I'm not an herbal tea fan. But there are a few fruit teas I like. Like I have a rosehip hibiscus tea that's really good. And I've been drinking rosehip tea since I was a kid in Germany. Rosehip teas have always been my favorite. But like a rosehip hibiscus tea, it just brings it up so much more. And if you've not had a chance to try rosehip tea, rosehip tea is full of vitamin C. So like if you want to get a good amount of vitamin C, get like a rosehip hibiscus tea. That bitch is full of vitamin C's. And it's so good. Cold or hot, it's so good. Yes, it takes like 10 minutes to steep. Is it worth it? Fucking totally worth it. I love it. But like since it's getting to be the chillier seasons, recently I looked at what teas I still had, and I didn't feel like drinking a black tea, and I had this rooibos tea. And I love rooibos tea. Rooibos tea is so fucking good. It is a red tea, non-caffeinated. If you want another one that's from Africa that's actually really good and has more of a vanilla flavor, honeybush. That's also non-caffeinated. And that's one of the teas that you can easily like yeet cream into and it would taste like a dessert tea. But I don't like cream in my teas. I don't like anything but sugar in my teas. Yeah. Had my rooibos pond turtle tea. That's what Adagio calls it. Bought this tea like last year. Still holds up. Still delicious. Still don't put cream in it. If I wanted cream in my tea, I would have bought myself a can of milk tea. Hell yeah, it's all clean. See. Super Power Washer, just to let you know the party was a riot. Everyone had an amazing time, and guess who turned up? The Sour Sisters. First I thought it was going to be carnage. They glided in with their sinister cackle, wands lifted in the ready. But as they circled the scene, everyone was on such a happy vibe that I went completely disarmed them. And that bought us just enough time to show them that we weren't throwing out the old ways. We were just giving them a sprinkle. Then the real magic began. It was amazing how they just softened, blossomed. Turns out that they're not actually Sour Sisters, but the Sower Sisters. Sower as in sower of seeds. Yeah, they had herbs and roots in their pockets that I've never heard of, let alone know what to do with. They apologized and plunked themselves on the apothecary, adding a pinch here and there, another there, until every potion sang. Honestly, I doubt there's been that much laughter and dancing anywhere ever. Feels like the community is really coming together now, and with out your special brand of magic, I don't think it would have happened. At least not like that. Thank you. The Sower sisters. Sower, not sour. It's like the difference between sewer and sower. The person that sews things or the sewer where all gross shit goes, literally. Let's see. What other words are like that? I bet there's other words like that. Yeah, totally. I just can't fucking think of them. Why do I have a bandage? Oh yeah, I had to do an injection today. That's why I have a bandage on my leg. Anyways, that's the Halloween house. Santa's workshop takes for fucking ever. The cruise ship is fun. I finished the Shrek ones off screen. Those are a lot of fun. I started redoing the Alice in Wonderland ones, but then I realized that they still hurt my eyes. Never doing the Warhammer ones again. If you are a masochist, I recommend a Warhammer 40,000 PowerWash Simulator pack. There's literally a vehicle in the Warhammer pack that combined time took me 7 fucking hours because there's tiny little spots that took me forever to fucking find. Yeah, you'd actually understand the terminology. I was just playing it, and they kept like talking to me, and I'm like, I don't know what any of this means. Oh, the masochism part. Yeah, a lot of people are masochists. The Back to the Future pack is actually a lot of fun. So is the SpongeBob's pack. The Midgar pack, if you like Final Fantasy VII, this is a fun pack. Majority of the jobs you're doing is for Shinra. And Tomb Raider ones are fun. I actually played a couple of Tomb Raider levels with Keisha. I don't know who Mags is, but if they know a lot, they would probably enjoy the Warhammer 4000 because the people will message you and they'll start talking to you about shit. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. I don't know what a tech priest is. I don't know what any of these vehicles are. I just know that I clean them. Like the first thing you clean is a weird ass tank thing. I don't know what it is. Like you click into it and it's the Land Raider in the Forge Temple and the Ring of Iron on Mars. I didn't know that Warhammer was set on Mars. And if it isn't, well, I'm sorry if I just insulted a whole bunch of Warhammer fans. I don't know anything about it other than there's figurines that people like to paint. That's what I know about Warhammer. Yeah. The SpongeBob one, I think I did a couple of them on stream once, but I finished it off stream. The Tomb Raider ones, a lot of later ones, they get very complicated, just kind of like the Warhammer, but they're not as time consuming. The Back to the Future ones, you start it with the DeLorean. You actually get to go inside of the clock tower, which the actual clock tower in the movies, you don't get to go inside because the clock tower that was literally just a piece of set that they built. There was never an inside of the clock towers in the movies. So that's like an inaccurate part right there. Which is fine. But the Back to the Future pack, as somebody said, it's implying that that this is actually set in the real world. And so the most inaccurate thing about it being set in the real world is the fact that the clock towers inside is real. And I thought that was like the funniest part about them like breaking down this pack. Like we can clean it. Well, no, you start with Doc Brown's van. I don't remember if the DeLorean is the second part or the last one. So let's clean the van real fast and see what levels after that. So let's speed wash this. Yeah, Alex intern, because this is implied to be like a movie. I'm Alex. I'm a total whiz with the pagers, so the producers have asked me to do regular check-in with you. Yeah, it's also implying that this is set in the same year as the movie was filmed, so they're using pagers, though it looks like text messages to us. Speed cleaning, speed cleaning. Intern is so excited they haven't slept for 2 days. My dude, go the fuck to sleep. Which, here's a story about Back to the Future. Only ever watched it in German. I have never watched any of the Back to the Future movies in English. I probably should fix that. There's still like a chunk of movies that I've never watched in English that I should rewatch in English. Yeah, I should make a list of movies I've never watched in English and then just finally watch them in the language they were intended to be in and see if they're any different. Like, originally when I watched Independence Day, it was in German, so I thought Will Smith had a very different voice than he actually has. Because over in Germany, the dubbing voice is just this random white dude. And so when I heard Will Smith's voice, it was like this higher pitched like white guy voice. And well, none of you speak German, so you don't know like what I'm trying to imply when I mean higher pitch, but like it didn't sound like a black man at all. Like I didn't really know what a black man was supposed to sound like other than the GIs that lived in town. And like I thought Will Smith was supposed to sound like one of those guys, and he didn't in the movie, and it took me for fucking ever to look up the cast, and yeah, it was just some random white dude that was his dub voice. And then I watched it in English when I came to the States, and I heard his actual voice, and I also watched Men in Black in German before I watched it in English, and yeah, I like that when it comes to dubbing nowadays, they try and pick people that are as close to the actual sound or what would be considered like what would be typically associated like voice-wise, like how you have in animes where the girls are much higher pitched and squeakier in Japanese, but like girls that age in like English have a much different like tone to their voice. Like they try and match it as much as possible. And they do that in German now too. They actually match as much as possible. But back then, no, they did not match voices at all. I fucking watched Hercules in German. And the Hercules I heard in English was drastically different. I actually got to watch Hercules in theater in 1997. The day before we moved to America. I've been in America for a while. Yeah, it's just... so, like, for the longest time, with the Will Smith in my head because of dubbing was not the same as the actual Will Smith. Oh boy, was that a very stark, like, difference. Like, if you're ever curious, look up any kind of movie that you like and look up the German dubbing for it. Not sub, or yeah, just look up the German dubbing and just realize that back in like most of the time they just picked a whole bunch of like not even famous people. Like dubbing with famous people was not something that they did over there. They just picked what they thought would be a good voice for a movie and went with that. and it shows because like some of these voice actors that they picked for old movies were fucking horrible. There's some movies that I watched in German. I cannot rewatch in German because of how awful the dubbing is. It is so sad. Like I can't watch any of the Disney movies that I grew up listening to in German anymore because even the voices for those were awful. But they were considered good and high quality at that time. I like what they do with like dubbing nowadays, like actually trying and pick somebody who sounds like they'd be that age or the person that they're actually dubbing for and all that. Like older women actually sound like older women instead of just like somebody trying to force their voice to be like an older woman and a whole raspiness. There's some characters that speak like in a raspy voice that's like, damn, she's only in her 40s. Why does she sound like an 80-year-old? That's how awful some dubbing back in the day was. 40-year-olds do not sound like 80-year-old smokers. Oh yes, now we clean the DeLorean. That's also another fast job. Oh, another hilarious. Actually, even if you don't speak the language, looking up dubbing in any language, like even some of we called him Sensei. He was our Japanese teacher in high school. Played some American movies with Japanese dubbing. Some of the movies sound so fucking hilarious in Japanese. Like, this was before they try and, like, edit it so that the mouth movements matched, what they were actually saying. So, like, there would be times where in the Japanese they keep talking, but in the English was already done. So you'd hear very rapid Japanese speaking just to keep up with the mouth movements before they start, like, CGIing and editing mouth movements so, like, they could match with what people are saying. Oh, just like you'd hear them like having a regular conversation in Japanese, and then suddenly like it was this really long sentence, but in English just the sentence was much shorter, and it would just be just a rapid information filled sentence in Japanese, and it's like, okay, there's that was really fast. I caught none of that because we were supposed to like kind of in a way translate on piece of paper, translate what the people were saying. Sometimes they were talking so fast and you couldn't catch it. And even the subtitles were just like flashing across the fucking screen. But I guess like a lot of languages, because despite what people think, unless you're using flowery prose and some shit, English speakers say some very short sentences. Like, some English words are very small. And this is something that actually caught me off guard and sometimes still catches me off guard, is the fact that English takes multiple meanings to a whole nother fucking level. I was so confused as a child when people like speak slang and all that. I had no idea what the fuck they were saying. There was some slang that I didn't learn what it meant until I was a fucking adult. I didn't realize people were using it in a slang way. I took, when people said, that's sick, for being cool, literally, and I'm like, okay. And when I learned that, you know, depending on how you say it, the word sick can be like bad, and it's like, oh, you fucked something up. Ugh, that was sick. Or sick like in cool, or sick like in actually sick, or like, how did I ever learn English? How did I ever fucking learn English? If it wasn't for the fact that English is like basically the #1 trade language nowadays, I would not recommend anybody learn English. Especially British English. Like, with all them different accents, the way like some words sound. All offense to my British viewers. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand what some of y'all are saying. Then again, you probably don't understand what the fuck I'm saying either. Front flux boxes. What the fuck is a front flux box? Wait, does it say front flux box? What? I say front flux box. It's in the front? Oh. Okay. A grill. I thought I cleaned a fucking grill. Oh, never mind. A rear flux box. Wie bitte? Ah. Da ist es, da ist es. Also, don't learn German from me. I speak a dialect. Tachyon pulse generator. Temporal field gyroscope, tires, and wing mirrors. Which wing mirror? Okay, tires. Tires. So you can tell it's not made by a company as English speakers. They are using a Y in tires. Like, American English is an I. It's British English that's a Y. Okay. I just want to get to the fake clock tower. Oh, oh yeah. And no, you can't put the flames out. Give it a moment. Take it. Out of time. Oh wait, yeah, you could put it out. Okay. Put out the flames. Come on. Up. Don't remember which way it comes back from. Oh, there we go. It has returned. Yay! But you can't go over there. Yes. Okay. We're gonna go inside the clock tower. Real quick. We're real slow. I'm good either way. Yes, okay. See, in the movie, this was all just a facade. You could not go inside. But that's where it's connected to. Where the hook on the DeLorean can catch that so it can get an electrical charge during a thunderstorm so it has enough electricity to power all the equipment to send them back into the future. And they go into the future, and then no, to get back into the past, they need a thunderstorm to hit the clock tower with an antenna that Doc Brown makes, so that it can fuel the DeLorean, so it can go back to 1984. That's like 2 fucking years before I was born. Yeah, so you gotta clean the clock tower, and once you clean the clock tower, once it's all clean, it actually does make the car go by, and you yeet the car into the future. And look at them angry panthers. Look at that angry kitty cat. This goes meow. Sorry. But yeah, it's all clean in here. I was actually disappointed the first time I saw the inside of this place being all clean. I'm like, oh, man, they didn't let us clean the inside of this place. And I'm like, no, they don't let you go into these doors either. It's like, if you film this scene 1,000 times, why is it so dirty? And they've got artillery here. First World War, 28th of July, 1914. That's when the United States entered it. To 11th of November, 1918, which is Armistice Day or Veterans Day. 1st of September, 1939, Second World War. Till September 2nd, 1945, which I think that's before Pearl Harbor. We were on... I think we were already... America. Yeah, so that is technically the commemoration of the technical beginning of the Second World War, which was in 1939, because America did not enter the war until December of 1941 after Pearl Harbor. Then the Korean War, 1950 and 1953, which my oppa enlisted at the tail end of World War II, and he actually was part of Korean War. I think Vietnam War too. My oppa was old. He was like 90 when he died. But yeah, God, seeing these things. That's another thing that's so weird about America. You guys got war memorials everywhere. Let's see. Müller Craft Beer. Gaynor Hideaway. Gaynor's Hideaway. Stevenson Baker's Paint and Wallpapers. Shatler Motors. Auto Dealer Services. Great Cars, Low Prices. Jacobson's Field Attorney at Law. Hill Valley Stationers. Hill Valley Auto Store, world leading auto accessory stores. Ruth's Frock Shop. Frock is another term for a skirt, so this was like dresses and shit like that. There's the Statler Motors. Plutonium Kid Theater. Holt's Diner. Bluebird Motel. Elite Barber Shop. Sales Diamonds. Agent Sets Diamond Settings. J.D. Armstrong Realty. Ask Mr. Forrester Travel Service. 10 days. Ask for details. Cuba. Oh yeah, this was before the Bay of Pigs, where all of a sudden we couldn't go to Cuba anymore. Americans technically aren't supposed to go to Cuba in the first place. Thank you, Hill Valley. Sodas, ice cream sandwiches, coffee. Lou's Cafe. Malts. I've had a malt before. Malts are delicious. Sausages and burgers. Roy's Records. There's a gas station. Hal's Bike Shop. Schwartz Made in America. Man, just the old-timey stuff. The old-timey stuff. Even the cameras are old-timey. Back when they still had the, they were just coming up on having cameras that you didn't have to constantly, like, rotate on the side. Because there was still, like, a chunk of theater and movie studios that were using the old-ass crank cameras. I've actually seen one of those crank cameras in person. They are so cool. If you ever have, like, the chance to go see a museum with old-ass stuff, do it. Just do it. You'd be surprised at how much that stuff has still been preserved and is still usable. It's great. I think I'm getting mentally tired. I have not streamed in over a week. Monday, we do House Flipper 2. We're going to see what they have Halloween-wise. I'm going to be so fucking excited either way. It's just Halloween. Tuesday, we got Phasmophobia with B. If we have like a third, fourth person join us, as long as they have their game up to date and they want to join us, just hit me up. It would be 4 p.m. PST for me, so Pacific Standard Time. Which for the Mountain is 5, Central is 6, East Coaster is 7. That's on Tuesday. No, we can't do it. No, you know we can do it 4. Hopefully at 4 if Steam down or Tuesdays is when Steam does its maintenance. If the maintenance is over by then, yes, definitely 4 o'clock. Or whenever Steam maintenance is fucking over. Wednesday, pretty sure something else Halloween-wise will be out. I will not be streaming on Halloween because I all those giggling, loud children outside. No, thank you. I don't know what I'm doing on Friday. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna go. Not reading anyone tonight. I am too tired for social interaction now. I am probably gonna go play Fallout 76 and also not do social interaction there. I am trying to get enough shit together. Finding screws in that game is hard. I need screws so I can upgrade all my armor so I stop being killed by everything well, I have not died in the game yet, but almost killed by everything in the game. And I need to find a recipe for a light machine gun. But first I need to decide, am I going to Pittsburgh or am I staying in West Virginia for a while? And Virginia. And any of y'all, I met the Mothman and he ran away from me. I'm so upset about that still. Why did the Mothman run away from me? I just want to be friends. I just want to be his fucking friend. But no, Mothman decided that he needed to fucking leave and blast off into the fucking atmosphere. Yeah. I'm so upset about Mothman. It's been a day. Yeah. If you like my content, feel free to follow. If you're on YouTube, feel free to subscribe and like. If you want to actually send me subs on Twitch, I generally stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I just didn't stream this past Monday because I was watching Terrifier 3, and on Wednesday I got sick. Like, severely sick. Oh yeah, I'll be back on Monday. We're doing some spooky things, so we're doing some Halloween things. I will actually be using my 2D model, so any of y'all who haven't seen that will get to see my 2D model. And yeah. Wow, my brain's shutting down. Hope you have a good day. Or a good night. I don't know your time zone. Just have a good one. And yeah. Bye, 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 bye.